Good luck to both teams today. The Murdoch Clark Mortgage Fund Old Scholars Football Association Grand Final for 2024.
The man, master
the
of
Roosters, who finished on top of the ladder, going for their 10th season,
like he did a couple of years ago. But we've got a massive game of Old Scholars Football Association. It's the Senior Grand Final live from North Hobart Oval. The DOSA Roosters head on against the OHA Ships. My name's Tubes Taylor from Triple M Breakfast with Kaz and Tubes. A pleasure to have your company from wherever you're watching. What a day for football. You wouldn't get a better one. It is sunshine here as per usual at North Hobart Oval. It never rains. We're up for a massive game of football. The OHA Ships had to go the long way around last week. They beat the St Virgil Saints to earn their right in the grand final of season 2024. The DOSA Roosters beat the Ships a couple of weeks ago to get into the grand final. They're a different side to what they've looked like in the previous years. Dan Willing, their new coach in his first season, brought Big Mick Cassidy across to the club. And the OHA Ships, coached by Ben Allenby, well, they've had some great players in their journey too. And this year, they'll be looking to get a premiership medallion around the neck. My name, as I said, Tubes Taylor, here with my treasured friend Mark Snapper Allen. Great to have your company, Snapper.
Great to be here, Tubes. I'm really looking forward to this contest. It's tough to pick. I'm not really sure where I've landed even now.
It's game on at North Hobart Oval. The two best sides in the comp, let's call it as it is. Ready to play for the grand final trophy. The Michael Monday trophy, of course. Umpires ready to go.
You mentioned him before, but I'm really looking forward to Cassidy's game today. The marquee man, unbelievable aerobic capacity, really strong hands, one of the better hands in the competition, to be honest.
There's the captain, Harry Lovelace, for the DOSA Roosters. About to get underway. Big Joe Souter in the ruck.
Speed to burn, our man Lovelace.
Big Ryan Bailey too, retired last year and now he's back in different colours. He's added a shade of green and a touch of white as the umpire holds the ball aloft. We're about to get underway. Grand final action from North Hobart Oval in the Old Scholars Football Association. Souter and Bailey, they just go up against it now. Lovelace runs onto the footy and sends the ball inside forward 50. Leading the way down there is Jason Bailey. Bounced into the arms of Sammy Rainbird. He got tackled hard, and umpire Lindsay Roberts will call to ball it up. Umpires today, Craig Smith, Lindsay Roberts, Liam Donaghy in the middle. Jed Colhoun, Harry Fulton, Liam Geeson, and Christian O'Brien on the boundary. And for goal, we've got Lucy and Lynette. Lucy Edwards and Lynette Genders as the ball finds its way into the arms of Ben Allenby, the coach. Little handball gave back, and they're just getting into a little bit of trouble. Out it comes now for Sammy Harris. Beg your pardon, it was Damon Curtin. Inside forward 50 again. Ran into trouble there to Gabriel Chambers.
How about the pressure from DOSA to begin? The Ships haven't had a second to move or breathe.
Bailey and Cassidy will do battle in the ruck. They've had some battles in the SFL in previous years. Jason Bailey wins it out. Quick rush kick. Who's at home? No one in particular. Souter went high. Out it comes now for Bailey. Bouncing ball out of bounds. Ball in. Pressure building. All tied up. I'm looking forward to this contest, Snapper. Souter wins it down. Through they come. It was picked up by Lovelace.
Speed.
Turn of pace as it inside 450. Cassidy slipped at a crucial time. Jason Bailey has time to reassess. He'll be happy to take this one across the line. Got the handball over. No. And now it's a boundary throw in.
That's that speed we talked about in the pre-game. It's there on the half-forward line.
Sammy Rainbird turned from Tasmanian Tiger cricketer to half-back flanker for the Ships as Cassidy takes it out of the ruck, throws it on the boot, and it's another stoppage. Umpire pulled out a free kick. It's going downfield to Cassidy, I think, off the ball. Little push by Matty Ford on Josh Glancy, the human haircut.
Of course, DOSA won the reserves grand final, so they're looking to make the clean sweep of the year.
They did. Here's Cassidy just asking for a little bit of a line up here. So a little bit of an anti-climax for the first goal. No real build-up. It just landed in the arms of Cassidy for an off-the-ball free kick. So the umpire's taking control early, which is good to see. In comes Cassidy. Oh, yuck. Yuck. That's gross. First score to DOSA. Oh, how's the surface? Just handed some refreshments as Rainbird takes that left foot shoe. What a beautiful shoe it is too. Out wide to the wing, and it's over the line for a ball in. Sam Harris, the big hard-nosed midfielder for the OHA Ships, just running around. You know what I like? I like a bit of green in my footy jumper. Love it.
It's the old Freo Dockers green, isn't it, from the late 90s. Some of us are old enough to remember.
Souter and Bailey do battle. Through with pace, just copped a little bit of a head knock there. Might have been Gabrielle Chambers. The umpire says, give it to me, thanks fellas. I'll ball it up, thanks. Souter, the younger ruckman, against the big-bodied Ryan Bailey. Happy to see this one across the line. So contested footy again. We saw a real dogfight in the twos, Snapper.
Yes, I hope we don't see a repeat. There's far too many stoppages. I think the crowd and everyone wants to see a free-flowing contest. It's interesting how the setup is. There's the ball up on the wing, and we only have 2 forwards for OHA, whereas we have 4 forwards for DOSA.
Just really scrappy stuff. Rush kick out from Loveless. Works okay. Bending one around the corner was Big Jono pulling. Punched away through traffic. Caught there was Ryan Borsboom. Out it comes now. Bailey tried to get it away. Oh, a little bit of slapstick comedy here. And we'll see a ball up inside forward 50 for the Roosters. OHA have not looked like it as yet. Cassidy wins it down, only as far as Clark. Rushed kick came forward by Bailey. Bouncing ball over the top of a few players, shrugging the tackle and then just throwing it away. The Ships get smothered by Glancy, the human haircut. We'll see a ball up. They called him the flying doormat in the interviews I did on Triple M earlier in the week, Snapper.
Really?
Yeah, big Glancy. So ball in. Gee, it's a beautiful day here at North Hobart Oval. Get down here. One down in the ruck. Quick rush kick forward from the Roosters. Barwick flew. Quick again rush kick by Westall. Out of bounds. Ball in. No real highlights as yet.
Still feeling each other out.
Ball in. Cassidy won it down right to the right spot. Big stack hat. Threw it on the boot. It's Nathan McCulloch. Barwick left it behind. Short, dinky kick will work okay. Hayden. Again, nice kick. This is better. Oh, just panicked a little and it's out of bounds. Through the fingertips there of Storick.
So great composure there out of the half-back line, but obviously nerves are still playing a part. That's an easy mark.
This is what happens though in grand finals. You get a bit panicky.
Absolutely.
Brand new Sharon too can be often a little bit slippery. Bailey out of the ruck, trying his hardest. Tapped it out of a man's hand. Allenby again just wrestling for the footy, trying his hardest. Out it comes. Zach Doran. Let it go, umpire Beacon, and he does, and now it'll be a ball up.
Jack McCulloch's on his own here in the forward.
Hayden got it away. Rush kick came from Grant. I think. Scoopy handball. towards the big fella in Joey Souter. We'll see another stoppage.
Still waiting for our first major, aren't we?
Well, we're just waiting for something to happen. Souter wins it down.
Oh, that's a big hit.
Bailey. Man down behind play is Damon Curtin, but it's chopped off here by the Roosters.
He's bounced back.
Middle.
He's up and about.
McCulloch of the Nathan variety sends it long. Big fly. Almost on the second grab. Couldn't. Here he is. The haircut. Gets a free kick. Finn Lapham just
lead.
topped a little bit. Yeah. Cassidy, Bailey gets some assistance. Oh, through with pace. Curtin towards goal. The suitcase
He's
knocked
done
out of him. Moment to go. And he's kicked the first goal in the game.
The classic front and centre paid off.
Well, he was still at check-in baggage before looking for his suitcase, and he kept running through. What a goal. He got absolutely ironed out by Ben Allenby.
Less than 40 seconds ago.
Look at this. Isn't it glorious? Right at the bottom of the pack. Sammy Rainbird had nobody's business there. And look at Lynette Genders doing a bit of work. Oh, on the bull.
He's giving it the horns.
Get out the matadors.
Don't mess with the bull, you'll get the horns.
Wow. Back in the middle. Bailey got his handball away. Punched away, trying hard there was Chambers. Now a chance for Whitelaw, the young star. His kick is untoward. Lands in the arms of an opposition player, and they're away here.
The Ships better get it back quick soon. I think there's been a momentum shift
Oh,
here.
how strong is that from Cassidy? He had a shot. He's a beautiful kick of the footy. It wasn't earlier though. Oh, look at this. Bailey did really well. Now a chance for the bowl cut. Got it away. Bailey scooped it up. Now it comes to Paul. They look to put a few together. Martinovic gave it away to a man who was in deep trouble in Matt Ford.
Fierce tackling there.
Oh, look at this.
Almost.
Oh. Cassidy on the bottom of the pack. Just getting in the face of someone. Martinovic at the bottom of the pack.
Matty Ford trying to create a presence too for the Ships.
One down. Now they're off. Here they go through. Jordan Cox with a kick inside forward 50. Bailey all by himself. Gobbles that up. Kick out wide. Oh, it's a dangerous one. Did really well. Tommy Murrell gave the handball off to a teammate in Harris. Now they go forward again through Langford, towards Langford rather. Over the top, Whitelaw. Oh, trouble. Got a few to beat. Handballs came out. Gee, they've done well. Loveless. Towards McCulloch. Oh, look at the big fella come through then, Jack McCulloch. Pullen gave it off and the rush kick goes forward. It's going to work here. Oh, no. McCulloch did well again. Got the handball off to, I assume, his brother. Now a rush kick forward by Gabriel. Shrugging a tackle. The handball came over the top to Hayden. Hayden's rush kick. It's a real high up and under. Oh, Martinovic just ran straight for the footy. Murrell wheeling around. Kick is crap. Out it comes now. Dylan Grant makes it look okay. Who's at home? No one. Roberts pushed off the ball by Hayden. Oh, great closing speed shown. Now a chance for Doran. Over the top. I think that's Roberts. Short one. Goes okay to John O'Pullen. Out on the full. Go and collect that one from Ride Street.
Fierce. Few minutes there, choose. Well called.
Hayden. Long kick up the wing. Be a contest here. Bouncing ball over the back. Couldn't quite get there. Through with pace came the old man Cox.
Big
Cassidy flew high. The pressure is immense. What's going on here? Throw, yep. Free kick going to Sam Rainbird.
DOSA and OHA player down after that pack.
Westall and not sure who that is down behind play. It might be Jade Young. They look to be okay. Game goes on. That's a good kick. Martinovic. Hayden. And it's out of bounds.
Long searching lead there from Brodie, and he just found himself out of position when it didn't come his way. Had to push back.
So ball in right on the paint of 50 for OHA. They've had only 2 inside 50s for the term, which is now 12 minutes old. Bailey pushed his man under the footy. Out it came. Tackle without the ball was Finn Lapham. Good to see him up and about. Souter tackled a man high. It'll be a free kick going to Whitelaw. No, it's not. It's Tom Murrell. And 50!
Oh. Discipline there.
Tommy Murrell will kick the goal. What happened there, Snap? Well, there was the free kicks here. Tackled high.
Definitely there. I think he threw the ball away, didn't he, Tony?
Tom Murrell gets the first for the Ships. And we're back to a 1-point margin. 13 minutes gone. DOSA 1-1-7. Lead the Ships 1-6.
Well, it's been a ripper start here at North Hobart. I think much better than the reserves game.
So far. There's been a couple of highlights. I thought the roving goal of Damon Curtin was outstanding because he got absolutely annihilated early. Souter just wore it in the chin. Pushed off it nicely by Storick. Through with pace. Comes the DOSA player. It's really scrappy here early. Handball came out. Spinning into trouble there was Zach Doran. Rush kick works okay. And looks like Rick Rainbird in the long sleeve might be getting a little bit hot.
Just trying to get the chain of handballs together there to get the clearance. It just didn't happen.
Handball came through the middle. They work it forward through Storick. Now a chance out the back here. A little bit of candy sold. Ford got it away. Man was in trouble. Whitelaw came. Ford got it back unexpectedly and then got tackled. Umpire circles. Ball up.
Well done, DOSA, there in the defensive half.
Good spot for the Ships. Snap. Out it comes. Bit of pace shown here by Murrell. And holding the footy. Cox. Long towards Cassidy. This came from Bailey. Cassidy managed to work it okay, then got absolutely buffed off the footy as he kicked. Now a chance for the Ships. Oh, pace shown by the Roosters. Holdsworth. And out of bounds. There's your man, Zachy Holdsworth, in the long sleeve.
Shared a Diet Coke with him at the pub on Wednesday.
He did, didn't he? The old, was it?
The coach will be happy. He was on the Coke no sugar.
Whitelaw. Punched away from Damon Crew. And out of bounds for a ball in. Look at Cox just directing traffic. Look at the beacon of beads of sweat just steaming off the old fella. Love to see it. Williams in the ruck, coached himself a premiership in the twos. Oh, trouble! Nice tackle and advantage. Out it comes now for Grant. Inside forward 50 to Langford. Couldn't quite take the mark. Then he's punching a bloke out the back. It's alive! Here we go. Game on. Dangerous kick. There's numbers here for the Ships. Oh, it's brilliant. Matty Ford, right spot, right time. Someone's culling him in. And he'll go back and have a shot on goal. Look at this.
Look at that. Keeping it alive.
Keeping your feet snapping.
Yes. Strength over the ball. Centering it. 2v1. And here we go.
In he comes. Matty Ford to put the Ships in front, if you can believe it. Threads the needle. And they got a couple. Umpire Lucy Edwards just watched that one sail across the top of her hat. On a day where you need a hat. That's what I love about finals footy, Snap.
4v Falcon. comes through every time.
Look at him. Yes, he says. Yes, and Bunga Langford gives him a high 10. Oh, okay, there's a bit of language in the crowd. Don't need that. Back in the middle, umpire Lindsay Roberts, the beacon, balling up. Williams, out it comes for Loveless, and we will reset. How do you feel this game's going, Snapper?
Look, it's still an arm wrestle.
A little bit of just, as we said, ticky-touch stuff. McCulloch gets his kick smothered. No one can really get a hold of it. McCulloch clears the area. Kicked off the ground. She's had a busy day so far. This man, and Hayden, he can't get a hold of it now. Oh, tackled hard there was Ryan Borsboom.
Here we go.
And they're out. David Curtin again, all candy and bounce. Why not? Have a shot, son. You're a left footer. He goes towards goal. It's absolutely rank out on the foot.
He is one of the more dangerous small forwards in the old Scholars League. His dad's a DOSA legend, so he's a legacy.
Short kick is on here. Historic. He decides against that. Does Paul. Paulie. Big fly out the back. Kick is smothered off the boot of Finn Lappin. And we'll see a boundary throw-in. Look at this, I like this from big Brady Williams. He's got the glove on snap in the ruck. Oh, reckon he'll give a bit of Michael Jackson work a bit later on. Hayden gave it off to a running man in Colby Whitelaw, who's shed the old double long sleeve jumper because it is hot. Brody Langford did really well to create a 50-50 there. What do you think about that? Bloke that goes out at the start of a game in a long sleeve and then goes, actually, I'm going to strip down to the short sleeves.
Not superstitious then.
No. All up again. Out it came. At the back, Cox. Got Allenby for company. It's picked up there by Doran. Rush kick by Bailey. Works okay. Martinovic, he's dangerous. He's got the kick away just. Cox through traffic. Rushed left foot kick will work okay to Roberts, who's quick. Gets pushed as his kick. Now a chance. Borsboom's got to get there. And they all do. Oh, a little bit of basketball work. Works for the DOSA Roosters. Roberts went and got it again. Barwick bends one back on the left foot towards goal. Bailey gets pushed on. Cassidy, strong. For a man who's about 100 years old, that's great footy.
The marquee man.
Look at him. Saw him before the game. Snapper. His first kick on goal was rancid. But now a chance to put the Roosters in front. There it is. He's got it.
Build confidence there. They'll know that he's on today and they'll be looking for him at every opportunity now. What I really like was Cox down back.
Oh, yeah.
He's had a heap of the footy.
Oh, Cassidy getting the rig out too. It was a great mark, and then we just see there, isn't that a beautiful kicking style?
Beautiful dropping with the ball, yes.
And we're back in the middle. 21 minutes gone in the first term of the Murdoch Clark Mortgage Fund Old Scholars Football Association Grand Final. Bailey out of the ruck. Gets it away from Souter. Big fly. Who's at home? Cox. Oh, big tackle laid on him by Ben Allenby. And umpire says give it away. Bailey down there against Souter. Souter wins it down. Out it comes. Ford's down there too. Quick kick forward by Bailey. Works okay. Nice tackle laid on Marshall. Ball just in dispute. Ball up. Rush kick out. They've got numbers everywhere. Through comes Cassidy. He just throws it on the boot in a kick in hope. Going back with a flight, great mark by Wise. Short kick is on to Rainbird. He's a beautiful kick of the footy, so he goes long, looking for Boar's Boom. And it's out of bounds as, it looks like Austin Hollingsworth's caught one in the snout, throws the mouth guard out. He's okay. Just having a little moment to himself. Ball in. Bailey out of the ruck, pushes it forward. Bouncy ball, watch Langford here. Take it out of bounds.
It was early, but neither side has really established a game style. I'm not sure either side's on top. We haven't seen any sort of chain of possessions or handballs or kicks, never more than 2 or 3 in a row.
Last time they met, Snapper, it was a 3-goal win to DOSA at Gilston Bay in the qualifying final. Before that, the week before, it was a 3-point margin to DOSA. So they've met 3-4. This is the 3rd time in about 4 weeks that they've come to blows. So it'll be an arm wrestle, I reckon. DOSA have run out victors each time. 3 points, 18 points. And now they're in front by 1 point. McCulloch to Roberts. Roberts wheels around on the right boot. Sends the ball into the middle of the field. Courage, absolute courage. Goodness me, Westall is down behind play. McCulloch, he seems to be all right. He's moving. Ball's Boom kept going.
Jeez, we heard that from here. Yeah, that was a sickening crunch.
Courage from everyone involved. Westall's still down in the arms of trainers now. Let's take a look at this replay. That is absolutely insane. Look at this. Oh, he got folded clean in half.
Yeah, nothing untoward about it though. Everyone had their eyes on the footy. It's an even contest. But that's a hip to the head.
Yeah, I wonder if he knows what day it is. He looks okay. He's in the right spot now. The old warm-up top of the DOSA Roosters, all yellow.
Look, this is where the pressure's on the medical staff, isn't it? Because that's a clearly high hit. It's hard. He's dazed. Could that be the end of his day?
Oh, we hope not for Jared Westall's sake. We're back live now. And it's at half forward for the Roosters. Doran got a quick handball to McCulloch. Now into the path. Bending one around the corner was Holdsworth. What a goal!
Holdsy! He's done it!
The big fella in the long sleeves decided to keep him on. And Zach Holdsworth bends one back from the pocket. Brilliant.
Looks like the Coke No Sugar has helped him out of the Talbot on Wednesday. He's done a very good job there.
Let's take a look at this.
He's read that brilliant.
Well, no one was on him. He just ran into space. Look at that. Jade Young just too many steps behind there. Oh, and then pointed to the head. He knows what he's doing. What's this mean when they do that? Oh,
not sure, to be honest.
Right, out it comes now. Who's wearing number 41 for the Ships? They've had a jumper change here, I reckon. Quick rush kick forward by Grant. Oh, and there he is, the glove of Williams. Long kick, out wide. Ball's Boom will float in front here. Easy mark. Cassidy makes him earn it with a little clip behind the ears. Seems to have had it on the string, young Ryan Ball's Boom. He's had plenty of it too, Jack Silver. Clancy. Cassidy got a hand on that one and forces a 50-50 ball in. DOSA 3-1-19, lead OHA 2-12. We're coming up to 27 minutes gone in the first term rather. Yeah, I'm jumping ahead there, just trying to get out of here early. Oh, hang on. 3-1. Yep, we got the scoreboard fixed up there, folks. Apologies for that. There's McCulloch. I got a little excited on that last goal by Zach Holdsworth.
Here we go.
Oh, McCulloch's got a free kick, has he? Don't think he's got the journey. Bailey got a long lead, but instead sees a better option, and it's your man, Holdsworth.
Called it early.
Tucked the jumper in, untucked it, doesn't know what he wants. Too much space.
Surely you build on the confidence of the first one. No hesitation.
In he comes. Zach Holdsworth.
Thought he was moving around a little bit too much in that walk-in. Stirring a big bowl of soup.
He's on the soup.
2 footies on the field.
Yeah, well, we'll just hold up while we get one of those off. Out it comes now. Rainbird goes wide to Bailey. Bailey now sends a long right foot kick, long and deep, out wide. And we'll see a boundary throw in at centre wing. Sending a few team sheets around to the photographers who need them as the ball comes in at centre wing. Bailey up against Souter, maybe a free kick. Picked up and gathered by Harris. He can't quite get it away, and we'll see a ball up. (3-2-20). DOSA lead by 8 points. Out it comes now for Grant. Grant's long kick going towards Langford, who flies high. Roving the pack is Silver. Silver's kick is out of bounds on the full. Free kick downfield though for connection after disposal. So it'll be Big Josh Glancy, the people's haircut, to take the free kick. Just on the defensive side of centre wing. They all flew high. Here's Ryan Bailey. He's got some time and space. Through traffic he goes with a long kick. Punch came from behind, nicely done. Allenby got a handball out, now a chance for Langford. He kicks it off the ground to a dangerous spot, kept running, did Brody Langford. Needs to connect and can't.
They did keep it in there, didn't they?
Looks a little sore with that right knee, heavily strapped there, Brody Langford.
They'll want to seize on this opportunity with 40 seconds to go.
And they'll get another stoppage. Little push off there on Colby Whitelaw. He's pretty happy. Very good on the lip, Colby Whitelaw. They'd love another goal here, OHA. Souter in the ruck. Rush kick. And it's holding the footy.
Taking advantage.
Across the face. Whitelaw shouldn't have done that. Through from behind. Oh, hang on, they're taking it back. Goodness me. Okay. Goodness. Well, no advantage according to the umpire. So it'll be Allenby to have a shot on goal. Right on quarter time. And the footy gods don't lie. Through from behind. We'll leave it at that then. 2-1, 13. OHA trail DOSA 3-2-20. Goal kickers for the Roosters. Zach Holdsworth with one, Mick Cassidy with one, and Damon Curtin with the first of the game. For the Ships, Matty Ford with one, and Tom Murrell with one. It's a 7-point margin here at quarter time. Let's take a look at the first quarter highlights. This was the goal of Damon Curtin, the first of the game, that really got us up and about. He got ironed out heavily about 40 seconds before. He kicked the goal. Cassidy took a strong mark in the goal square to get his first of the day. The big ruckman, or big power forward rather. Look at that, flexing up. Look at this, pointing around, telling blokes, I bloody love you. High fives all round for big Jono pulling. Barwick got it forward. This is a brilliant goal by Holdsworth. Too much space given to him. And then he pointed his brain and said, I know what I'm doing. And that is it for quarter time here at North Hobart Oval. It is the DOSA Roosters in front by 7 points. They lead 3-2-20 to OHA 2-1-13. Better players for the Roosters. Well, Damon Curtin's been sensational. I think Zach Holdsworth's been very good. Jack Silver down back has been excellent. It's been a nice battle between Big Joey Souter and Ryan Bailey in the ruck. But it's been a pretty solid effort. Nathan McCulloch, very good for the DOSA Roosters. For the Ships, Ryan Bailey's had plenty of it, as we said. Jason Bailey's wearing Nick Cassidy like a glove. That's a nice contest. No one really from the Ships is standing out except for probably Monty Hayden, who's been their best. Tom Morrell's been good in patches. They just can't seem to get their hands on the footy in the early stages of this match. Quarter time here at North Hobart Oval. You can see Damien Paul there in the long sleeves persisting. Jason Bailey looks a little exhausted at the back. They're coming together to have a quick chat, as is Dan Willing and his Chargers. There's Jack Anders is having a word to Big Joe Souter, talking about positioning. Allenby, I think, would be relatively happy that that didn't blow out, because DOSA seemed to be really in charge in the early stages of that term. It's like Nugget McCallum over the back there in the hoodie. A couple of lumberjacks surrounding the Ships. So we welcome back Mark Snapper Allen into the commentary box. Snapper, how did you see that first term?
Well, I've just been down talking to the crowd and doing some research, and I think neither side has established themselves or imprinted their game style on the contest yet. It's really, really hard to tell who's playing the way they want to play. I think it's just been a little bit of luck, to be perfectly honest, with these 5 goals the way they've gone.
There's a lot of stoppages, isn't there? A lot of stoppages in this, and I think the close confines of North Hobart Oval, neither of these sides play here ever until the last day in September. So getting a feel for the ground takes a little bit of time, perhaps.
Perhaps, and look, hopefully in a few years' time we're playing in a different location. But I think you're right. It does lend itself to stoppage play. It does, you know, neither sides manage to chain together more than 2 or 3 possessions in a row. But that's also a grand final. It's going to be tight. It's going to be contested.
Yeah, and I guess the thing is that if you can't get space, you get a little bit of ascendancy by making the most of your opportunities every time it does go into your forward line, and that's by clean use of the footy. And we saw that with Zach Holdsworth roving the ball beautifully, collecting the ball in one go, bending one back. Damon Curtin with the first goal of the game, roving right in front of Mick Cassidy like he did, kicking a brilliant goal.
Yeah, you've got to be like a shark, continuous motion. You've got to be continually moving.
Sharks can't stop.
No, they can't. Even
How
when
do
they
they
sleep, they're moving.
Really?
Apparently. That's what Shark Week told me the other day.
Shark Week.
No, but you're right about Holdsworth. He looks on today. He looks eager and keen. They can get it down quickly, but that goes for the Ships as well. Let's be honest. It's not rocket science. Get it in fast, get it in quick, put pressure on the opposition.
We've got a breeze perhaps going to the Horry Gorring stand to the right of screen here. No longer have the old windsock
Kevin Sheedy's removed it.
So as we look to get underway for the second term, it's the DOSA Roosters 3-2-20 leading OHA 2-1-13. We're about to get started in the second term of the Murdoch-Clark Mortgage Fund Old Scholars Football Association Grand Final. Back in the middle, Souter, Bailey do battle. McCulloch got a fist in. Hayden got his handball away, but had a number of Roosters around him. Quick handball out the back.
Whoa.
Oh dear. Ling caught one.
Clearly both coaches have got in their ear and said, where's the intensity?
He's got blood coming out of his nostrils here. In fact, it's right between the eyes.
Head clash?
Head clash. So Matty Ling has a little bit of claret coming out. In fact, knew it had happened. He wore the teeth, I think, of Nathan McCulloch. He's not happy about it. Souter wins it down. Sam Harris is in there too. Big tackle laid, and we'll see a ball up. Harry Lovelace, the leader of the pack for the Roosters. The big rooster. Bailey wins it down. Scoopy handball, Souter touches it on to the right spot. Roberts had his kick smothered. No one knows where the footy is. It bounces back towards a number of Roosters. They didn't even know. Borsboom to Rainbird. Got it forward. And this is what they need to do. Just possess the footy. Ryan Bailey kicks to a man who's on a long lead. That's good from Whitelaw. He's just got to tap it on. Does really well. Out the back here for Allenby. His handball into space. Finds Grant. Grant goes back to that man in Murrell. And there's Glancy, got the handball out to Cassidy. Cassidy off to a running player in Pullen. Goes long and deep, and there's big Damien Paul, who's thrown into the ground. Umpire says ball it up. There's Ben Van Crennan over the back, the senior coach of the University Rainbows. They'll be licking their wounds at 7,005 this afternoon after being defeated in the Reserves Grand Final. Glancy bends one to a dangerous spot, going back with a couple of ships running into each other. You can't have that on the high seas. And they'll be okay. A couple of tugs, maybe.
Maybe. I like the look of Jade Young in ruck.
Cassidy over the back. Ships just trying hard here.
Big mistake.
Jade Young. Joe Souter you're thinking of, yes. He's a likely type snapper. Cassidy won it down in the ruck, then jumped on the footy. Out the back it comes. Rushed to kick. Couldn't quite get there. Big tackle laid on Jono Pullen. We'll ball it up again.
We were reminiscing that we called Jono Pullen back in the under-14s.
Yeah, it was something like that. He's McCulloch out of nowhere. Out on the full. So it'll be Sam Rainbird to bring the ball back in. Relishing the chance to play footy with his mates, he said to me at the end of the cricket season this year. Punch down, out it comes now. Lovelace got one high.
That's because he's in there first, Tubes.
Correct.
He's in there trying to get the footy.
Kicking inside forward 50, Roberts can't gather the footy. And we'll see a ball in.
What I really liked was, before they kick in, Thomas Marshall, vice captain, was barking instructions, pointing, leading, telling people where to play. Great leadership.
Ball in again. Cassidy trying hard. Lovelace came through with pace. Cassidy dove on the footy. He was jumped on by Braden Wise. And we'll see a ball up. Umpire Lindsay Roberts just controlling things as Cassidy goes up unattended. Now a chance out the back. Here's Pullen. Throws it on the boot. Out on the full. Here he is, the shark himself, just gets himself into the spots where he knows he's going to get a free kick. Sammy Rainbird. Long kick up the wing. Isn't that a beautiful kick from him? Oh, big fly, but it was too early, Damon Crew.
Unrealistic.
Well, if he had a set up there for about a fortnight, he might have got there. But Williams, the big glove, sends a real high up and under. Where's Cassidy and Co? They all fly. Out the back it comes. There's men everywhere for these Roosters. Oh, how good's that? Damon Curtin again. He's so dangerous. Threw it on the boot. Right spot, right time, goal.
What a silky left foot goal that was. Beautifully roved.
They're just not structured here, the ships. Someone needs to radio in to the control tower and try and figure out where they're going. Look at Damon Curtin through traffic here. Look at that. In comes the people's haircut too, to just give him a high five.
Make his dad proud with that kick.
Oh, his dad's a DOSA legend, of course. DOSA now 4-2-26 lead. OHA 2-1-13. They need a spark.
It's a Rooster family favourite, old Damon Curtin.
Bailey. Now they string a few handballs together. Chambers to Grant. To the pocket. Out to meet the ball was Damon Crew. He dove on the footy and now it's a wrestle. Got it inside 450.
Look, those entries have got to be much better than that. If you're going to get a clearance like that, which is essentially, you know, no pressure at all.
Too much air on it.
Yeah, and there was no pressure. So take your time. Spot up your target. Pop it up or put it out in front, but don't kick it to the right-hand side where it's going to be a stoppage and nothing's going to happen.
I agree with you.
Sometimes you're quite surprised that you're going to get that sort of clearance with zero pressure.
And the kick snap have to be flatter than that. You can't just let the defenders have all the time in the world.
Oh.
Out of the ruck comes Crew to a dangerous spot. Brody Langford needs one here. He spins the wrong way, pushes off his man, bends it back. That's a clever kick to Grant.
What he's done there, Brody Langford, is actually kept his feet, even just for a second.
I remember. I've watched a lot of footy with you over the years. There's not many people I love watching footy with more than you, Mark Snapperallen, and you have said to me for a number of decades of knowing you, keep your feet. In comes Dylan Grant. They need this, the ships. It's well within his range. It's a nice kick. It's fading. Crew couldn't get there. Langford. Right spot, gathers the footy, bends one back, and he owes him one across the face of goal. Through from home.
Yeah, well, oh, he's called it. He's called it. There's remonstrating. He wants it.
Wants what?
Well, everyone seems to think it's a goal except the goal umpire.
He's upset about it.
Yeah, he says that's an absolute goal. Wow.
In the right spot. Easy mark. That's too easy for Crick. Give off the handball to Curtin, and going back to the flight courageously was Wise. Wise's kick to Borsboom. Borsboom's got numbers on the far side. He sends one short to Ling, who's got a little bit of a headband on, to Whitelaw. Whitelaw's short, but too short. In fact, straight in the arms of Crick. So we reset.
First time I've seen OHA string together, 4 kicks and marks, and unfortunately didn't end up their way towards the end there, but maybe that's what they need to do, possess the ball, get it back in their hands.
Cassidy flew high. And we'll see a ball up at true centre wing. What's up, Snapper? What are you seeing?
Well, you obviously can see that DOSA have 2 forwards versus 5 forwards for OHA. So clearly DOSA have invested all their players around the contest.
Let's take a look at the replay of the point here. Langford liked it. I thought it was through. Oh, gee.
She was not in a great position, the goal umpire there.
Let's slow this down. He liked it.
Not sure the goal umpire was in the best position to officiate that, but however, it's a behind.
Langford, how good's the camera work? There we go. Out the ball comes now. Allenby sends one inside forward 50 to Langford, who's pushed under the footy. The glove will get there first. Williams sends one out to Grass. Roberts does well. Made Williams look real good. Langford looks sore.
Not sure if that kicks
That's
the game
horrible.
plan. Either of those.
That's horrible.
8 metres wide and then out of bounds. Not sure if that was in the plan.
Handball came out from Chambers, but it's Cox who has his kick smothered by Ling. Pushed off the footy, nicely done. Here's a chance for Crew. He just threw it out to a dangerous spot, but it's all Roosters. Kick is smothered off the boot of Marshall. Now leading the race was Green. And now Ballsboom gets a free kick. Long kick. Forward, went up high. Williams, bouncing ball. Dangerous here for the Ships. Can they get a hold of it? Chance now. Rush kick forward. Going through from behind off the boot of Hayden. So they're peppering at the moment the Ships.
They've got to capitalise. It seems a blatantly obvious statement to make, but they're not going to capitalise now. Then DOSA gets a goal on the turnover and all that effort for nothing.
Ball coming out for the Roosters. Bailey, one hand, couldn't get the second hand on it. Kept running though, did the veteran. Then got his head rammed into the grass. I'll tell you what, speaking of the grass,
his own head in.
it's looking really nice out here considering how much footy's been played here recently.
Second best surface in the state.
Second best, what's the best one? UTAS. Bending one back was Chambers to a dangerous spot. Langford's never out of the contest. He holds on.
Oh, that's unnecessary.
The field, there's a little bit of argy-bargy here as Langford tackled a man.
The umpire realises he's missed that and saying, throw it in, get it moving. That was definitely a free kick. Umpires missed that.
Crew. Oh, look at this. Tough stuff. Handball came out. There's a hold on the footy, yes. Just controlling it there. Allenby tried hard, but it was a brilliant tackle by Harry Lovelace. Here's the sling tackle in there. Snap.
Yep. Free kick every day of the week.
Okay. Long kick from Lovelace. And marked by Jason Bailey. Long kick. Punched away, forward at the back, he's going to get there first. Can he gather? He can. Handball's back to a dangerous spot. Langford bends one back, had his kick smothered, probably had the handball there to give to Ling instead. He went towards goal. Allenby trying hard at the bottom of the pack, got his handball back. He's got 4 Roosters to beat. Umpire circling ball up.
Geez, they've done well, DOSA, there to wrap it up. It was moving, it was popping, it was bouncing.
Talking about the club.
Talking about the ball.
Crew wins it down. Dangerous spot here. Oh, look at this. Forward. Bends one back. Not good enough. So again, peppering the goals. They now trail by 10 points.
It looks fast when it's down there. It looks like they can get some of those roving type goals, small forward type goals.
Long kick from Tommy Marshall. Gee, a few came. Ballsboom got a handball. It's only as far as McCulloch. McCulloch's kick is smothered by Ballsboom. Ballsboom kept running, got his handball up. Only as far as an opposition player, though. Out they come. Lovelace with a handball. They're out. McCulloch got smashed behind play. Got a downfield free kick. McCulloch goes over the top to the people's haircut and Glancy. Glancy looks up. Gee, that's a good kick. Couldn't quite. There was Roberts. Scoopy up. Out to your man in Hayden. And that one lands in the arms of Matt Ling. The people's bowl cut, they call him. Grant got the 45. He's got Whitelaw in the centre of the oval by himself. That's a better kick going long. Got a push in the back. Umpire saw it. It'll be a free kick going the way of Crew.
Here we go.
Crew into the pocket, Langford on a lead, bang. You saw that snapper, what happened?
Well, it was just an option, an opportunity for an inside 50 when it was open, and DOSA weren't able to get back, which they've been so good at so far. He's on today.
He is.
He kicked a miracle goal that wasn't paid.
And that is just snuck in for a behind. So 2 behinds. They've kicked 4 straight behinds in this term snapper. They trail by 9 points.
They were disappointed with that.
Marshall. Out towards McCulloch. Borsboom, good.
But what you can do is say that we've had options. We are imprinting our game style.
Ling to Borsboom. Short. That's a good kick.
Great kick. Oh.
And 50. Clipped him.
Wow. I'm not sure if that was late.
Ben Crick clipped him.
Felt like it was in the contest.
Storick will go back.
So
and this is a gimme.
So it's a free kick either way. But if it's in the contest, it can't be 50. It can only be 50 if it's after the mark.
Well, I'm sure we'll see it in the replay snapper. Regardless, it's a goal. OHA now trail by just 3 points. DOSA 4-2-26 to OHA 3-5-23. It's been dominated by the Ships this term.
Absolutely.
They've kicked 1 goal 4.
They've been all over it, and they finally get some reward, albeit from a umpire's decision. Didn't feel overly late.
It felt a little unnecessary.
I think his arm was already up in the air. I don't think it was late. But
let's go back and have another look. We'll check it out in a minute. 8.5 minutes to go in the second term. Oh, look at this. Ling and Co. Ling and Finn Lapham. I like the way the umpires are just trying to control this here. Storick out of the middle. Silver got a fist on it. Out it comes for Cox, who got it from Loveless. His kick down towards Pullen. Pullen pushed underneath it by, this is Tim Castle, who's wearing number 41. Gee, interesting. He's put himself in trouble. McCulloch.
Oh, had to be holding the ball.
I don't think he knew he played on.
Had to be. Umpire's got a blindfold on there. Unbelievable.
I like it. Game on. Storick and Williams go up. McCulloch came in. Got a hold of it. I don't think Tim Castle heard the call of play on.
I don't think the umpire was watching.
Let's take a look at this 50 here, Snapper.
His arms, potentially.
Yeah, I think the slow-mo sort of helps everything there. Storick gets it forward. Pushed under the footy was Martinovic. Here's Hayden. Oh, he ran into Crick and then just said, "Get out of my way, bro!" Martinovic ran under the footy, got a hold of it though, then scooped a little handball. Roberts got pushed off the footy. Hayden went hard at it. Crick though got hands on it. Rush kick goes forward by the DOSA Roosters. Lapham came over the top. Roberts got a handball. The ball stays in. Ling gave it off. Now they're going forward. Castle got a handball to Hayden. Hayden gave it back now. Chance for Chambers, who's wrapped up by the DOSA Roosters and cops one high. Jack McCulloch.
We're away.
Oh. Crick, Cox got his kick
everywhere.
forward. Chambers, big Holdsworth flies high, takes a screamer at centre wing. He looks up, he's got Cassidy on a lead. Williams, but rather pulling at the bottom of the pack. McCulloch handballed over the top. And it'll be ball up here because I think
I tell you what, I hope there was a marker for best on ground. I would have loaded up on my man Zach Holdsworth.
Game on. Souter, Bailey, oh dear. Out on the full.
Jeez, it's been a great 5 or 6 minutes of footy, hasn't it?
He'll play on here, Tom Marshall. Gee, they love to get a goal here. Look at that, all by himself. Cassidy on a long lead, but gee, I thought Ryan Bailey was going to get there. And Cassidy was coming like a freight train.
He was. Wouldn't want to stand in front of that.
No, thank you. He's got a very much a routine to go. So against the flow here.
Absolutely.
For the Roosters. He tends to hook him a little bit, Michael Cassidy.
And this will just really hurt the Ships because they've had it all quarter.
And there they go. And he turns around, points at the crowd, says, I've got 2 in a grand final. And we lead by 9 points. DOSA 5-2-32 to OHA 3-5-23.
And OHA will rue that last 5 or 6 minutes where they couldn't capitalise and get more scores. Because effort can be for naught. Big Cassidy celebrates there.
Yeah, how good. High fives all round. Do you know what I love? I love a bloke going in for a high five and accidentally collecting his teammate just with a little fist in the face.
Yep.
Back in the middle, Bailey wins it down. Through came Roberts. Couldn't quite. Ling got a handball out. Finds a man in Dylan Grant who goes forward. Damon Crew gathers the footy, bends one round towards Langford and co. Silver, Langford. Langford held without the footy. Umpire said play on.
High.
Tom Murrell caught one high. Look at that tat. He's got a little tiger on the thigh. He's got an eagle on the arm.
Dare I say it, he looks exactly like a small forward.
Here we go. Murrell bending one round. He's bent it beautifully.
Great finish.
He's got a couple. Quick response from the Ships, and the margin back to 3.
Gee, I like that from Tom.
Artwork.
You've got to be able to capitalise from limited opportunity. I mean, it only comes down there every once in a while, and all of a sudden,
They'll be, look,
he's up and about.
There's the goal. Look at that. Sometimes those kicks really bend hard. That one was all right. Here he is. Look at this shot. Really connected. We'll see this. And he winds up the crowd and gives the one finger. Oh, a little butterfly action.
Yeah, whirly-durly.
We're back live. Bailey. She's been good.
Great clearance.
Freak show. Down towards Crew. Williams did well. Who's at home? Williams got the kick smothered. Nice tackle by Grant. Sure. Oh, that's good. Williams did well. Flew high, did Bailey. Now a chance for Glancy. Going forward. Down towards Barwick. Paul did well against him. Barwick kept coming. Now a chance as they go forward. I think that was Westall who's back on the ground. Bending one towards goal. It is through. And he loves it. It was your man Holdsworth again.
Picked it early. They need to lock down on him sooner rather than later because he is absolutely dominating.
He's flying. Sensational stuff from Holdsworth.
Does he have a man?
Well, he does. I think we're going to find out who's on him. I think Braden White. Well, DOSA 6-2-38, lead OHA 4-5-29, 9-point margin. Souter won it forward. McCulloch went and got Ryan Bailey, and Bailey will get a free kick. He loves it hard and tough. Big Ryan Bailey gave it off to Ling. Ling's kick is rushed because Glancy was attacking him. Going back with a flight, it was courageous from Sammy Harris. Got the handball over the top, and Harris is out. Long kick, and that's strong from Ford. Just really tough against Austin's Hollingsworth. And in a pair of grass cats, Ford, who looks like he's had the fresh cut.
Potentially. Someone coloured him in, as you said earlier.
I'll have the ears lowered and the arm coloured in, thanks. In he comes.
Look, he's a chance for this.
Yeah, he's a great player. Matt Ford to bring the margin back. Real seesawing affair.
He likes it.
I think it's fading.
No.
3 for behind. 2 goals, 5 now for the term, Snapper.
That's what you would call opportunity unrealised.
Tom Marshall. As it's starting to get dark here. Oh, a little push in the back. Umpire says free kick to McCulloch. Short one. Glancy. People's haircut gets his handball over the top, finds Finn Lapham, goes back to Glancy. He's in trouble. Trouble here. And they're away now, the Ships. They've got numbers. Ling. Long. Kick. Downfield. Against Cox. It'll be a free kick to Tom Murrell. The people's forward. He'll go back and have a shot. He missed from here before. Or did he get one? No, he got one from here. He's a lovely kick of the footy.
Someone asked the 3D printer for a small forward, and that's what came out.
Murrell. Oh, it's snuck in.
Coming back. Yeah, wow. Oh, there's a bit of argy-bargy.
Oh, yeah. He's a small forward. He's got to get under your skin. That's what the printer said.
And we've got a game.
It's game on. 2 points of margin. DOSA 6-2-38 to OHA 5-6-36.
The tail of the tape is small forwards, though, with Zach Hollingsworth at the other end.
Yep.
Holdsworth.
He's got 3, Tommy Murrell. Out it comes. Nice handball from Rainbird. Gave it inboard. Grant sold a bit of candy. Who's at home? Oh! Contested stuff from Storick. And the part-time ruckman will go back and have a shot on goal.
Sebastian Storick.
Well, this to put them in front. They haven't been in front at all this game, Snapper.
We'll see them get around him if he nails this.
Storick, he'll kick from outside 50. He's connected nicely. Gee, that's a nice kick off the boot. Straight over the goal umpire's head. They're in front, the Ships.
Storick with a historic kick. What a goal.
He's got 2 in the term too.
And all of a sudden, we've got a high-scoring game.
How's this? Between 2 Roosters.
Absolutely. He crowed.
Took the mark. And he made no mistake. I feel like a lot of these
Geez, that's a great finish. He's hit that so sweetly.
He loves it. Straight over to the boys to give some half-halves. What did DOSA do here? Oh, they attack. Out it comes. Look at this. Ling. Oh, left it behind. Grant. Gathered the footy. Tackled by Loveless. Ball up. .28 seconds to go in the term. No further scores. Hayden. Oh, look out. Maybe there will be a further score because it's straight down Langford's guts and Langford slipped at a critical moment.
He's tripped over himself.
Hayden got it out. Last chance saloon here as Storick wheels around. Bends one back. Who's at home? Bouncing ball. There's the siren saving the Roosters. And we have a game. It's half time. DOSA 6-2. 38, trail the Ships 6-6-42.
It's about as entertaining as we could hope.
Absolutely, it's been an 11-point turnaround for the Ships. They lead by 4 points at half-time. Let's go through the goal kickers. For the Roosters, Zach Holdsworth's got a couple. Damien Curtin's got a couple. And Mick Cassidy has a couple. For the Ships, it's 3 to Tom Murrell, 2 to Sebastian Storick, and 1 to Matty Ford. Tom Murrell's got 3. Let's take a look at the highlights for half-time in the first half of their Murdoch-Clark Mortgage Fund Old Scholars Football Association Grand Final. Williams got the ball forward, and it was brilliant by Curtin. Look at this, through traffic, bang. You love to see it. He bent one back. A little bit of celebration, and the Roosters were crowing in the early stages of the first term. Then Murrell, the cookie cutter, small forward, got it. That was a good goal too, to Holdsworth. Another beauty for Storick. And we've got a half-time here at North Hobart Oval as the score is waved off. It's a 4-point margin in favour of the Ships. As the Ships head in at half-time, they'll be relatively happy with that, but a 4-goal, 5-second term. So they had 9 scoring shots in that term to 3. A domination by the OHA Ships. DOSA just couldn't get their hands on the footy, and their runners off half-back, Silva, Tom Marshall, just couldn't get their hands on the footy. McCulloch couldn't get his hands on the footy. Harry Lovelace, the captain, couldn't get his hands on the footy. Jordan Cox was in trouble down back. They just couldn't get these guys into the game. Whereas the Ships were really heavily supported by Chambers, Grant, Ryan Bailey in the middle. Damon Crew provided a lot of contest. Matt Ling came into the game. They dominated that second term. We'll take a quick break here. Tubes Taylor with you from Triple M Breakfast with Kaz and Tubes, Monday through Friday on 107.3 here in Hobart or anywhere via the Listen app. My co-commentator is Mark Snapper Allen. We'll be back with the second half of the Murdoch-Clark Mortgage Fund OSFA, the Old Scholars Football Association Grand Final here at North Hobart. Stick around. Big game coming up next. Good afternoon if you are just joining us. We are live from North Hobart Oval. It is the Murdoch-Clark Mortgage Fund Old Scholars Football Association Grand Final. The seniors between the DOSA Roosters and the OHA Ships. My name is Tubes Taylor. I'm joined by my friend Mark Snapper Allen. Good afternoon, Snap.
Afternoon.
You had a little break there. You've had a little time to contemplate the first half. What did you see?
Well, I think both teams happy to play their style. Didn't seem to want to adjust to either side's aggression or attacking. We saw the Ships come back there in that last quarter, that second quarter, and it seemed like DOSA was like, no, we're going to stick with what's working for us. There didn't seem to be an adjustment. So I wonder if there'll be an adjustment this quarter and whether or not that might even turn out to be an overcorrection.
Well, I think the scoreboard tells the story. At quarter time, it was 3-2-20 DOSA to the IHA Ships 2-1-13. They had 5 scoring shots to 3, so a pretty even contest. 7 points in front, DOSA. At half time, if you look at it, you'd say it's pretty even. It's DOSA 6-2-38 to IHA 6-6-42. But OHA dominated that term. They
had so many more opportunities.
9 scoring shots to 3. They kicked 4 goals, 5. They should be further in front.
They should be. And I guess my point is that DOSA didn't seem to change lanes. They didn't seem to adjust. They thought, well, hang on, it worked for us in the first quarter. It's still going to work for us. They didn't seem to want to try anything new, potentially.
Maybe they have confidence in their game plan.
Well, it's got them to a grand final, so that's fair enough.
So, out come the DOSA Roosters. You can see them on screen there. Who's impressed you so far in this game, Snapper?
Zach Holsworth's been lively up forward for DOSA. No, he told me during the week he doesn't have a nickname, but maybe we'll come up with one by the end of the day. Holdsy, I think he...
Oh, that's boring.
Yes, well... he's been fantastic.
I think through the ruck, Ryan Bailey really gave OHA first use of the footy through the middle when he was aptly assisted with his midfielders. Dylan Grant, Gabriel Chambers came into the play. I thought Matt Ling, after he got taken off with a blood rule in that term, he came back on and just attacked the footy and got his hands on the footy first time. I know Dan Willing is a real coach's coach. And it's quite rare for an Old Scholars football side to take on a non-playing coach.
Absolutely.
But he's dragged blokes like Michael Cassidy to the club, who stiffens them up forward. You can't forget Tarwick up forward too.
I also enjoyed Jordan Cox's game.
Yeah,
he seemed to have a lot of the pill. You know, it's hard to tell whether that's because he's reading the game well and getting himself in the right positions, or he just found himself.
I think he drifted out of it in that term. I think the half-forward line of Tom Murrell and a couple of others really got on top. Haven't seen much of Sean Clark, which is quite interesting. There they are, the DOSA Roosters, gathered together by big Tommy Marshall. Big Joe Souter at the back. You can see Jordan Cox right there with his cliche head. Look at him. So it's game on. It's a 4-point margin in favour of the Ships. The breeze starting to pick up towards the Roy Kazali stand to the right of your screen is where I'd say. So if you're kicking this direction towards the right of the screen, you probably want to bring it to this side of the ground to have the wind at your back, but it is a little swirly as we get ready to go. Third term of the Old Scholars Football Association Grand Final about to get underway.
Do you make a prediction, Tubes?
I just think it's going to be more of the same. It's going to be a real arm wrestle. If Souter can get it down to his midfielders of McCulloch, looks like they've moved big Tom Marshall into the guts. Lovelace. It'll be very interesting.
I think DOSA have got another gear. I don't think we've seen it. I think it's about to kick in.
I completely agree. We're away. Bailey wins it down. Out it comes somehow. It got to Bailey. McCulloch wheels around, sends it down towards Pullen. Go back with a flight. Courageous from Rainbird. He left the footy behind though. Pullen throws it on the boot. Going forward towards Barwick. Barwick worked the ball. Oh, it's bounced at right angles. Bailey needs to work it over the line. He does so. Rushes one through.
Did well there. Not terribly disguised, but within the 9 metres, you can do whatever you like nowadays.
Rainbird to bring it back in. Short kick. It's a good one.
Oh, man.
On Storick. Long kick. Langford with authority.
Storick's pulled the kick there, just let it drop short. Brilliant.
Here he is, Murrell. Clever. Tapped it on. He's been elusive, the small forward. Silver's been good. His kick favours Bailey, and Bailey sees it across the line. Ball in. Not as big a crowd as I thought. What's it like out there, Snapper? You took a walk at half-time.
Look, they're enthusiastic, but yeah, you're right. It's probably not as many as I'd expect.
Poach on the ball there from Harry Lovelace. Glancy got a handball away. Lovelace kept going. He's got Chambers for help. Out it comes to Borsboom. Crick takes the mark at half-back. Gets called to play on. Then he's rushed out on the full.
Indecisive there. Didn't know whether you want to switch it out the fat side or go short, wide.
I thought it might have been touched, but no, out of bounds. Look at Big Chalky over there in front of that the security guard. You don't mess with him. Big Matthew Chalk. Oh, there's Scott Donaghy too, the umpiring man. Ball inside forward 50. Out the back. Who's at home? Borsboom. Got his kick smothered by Crick. And then Whitelaw sees it across the line. Actually, it's Murrell. We'll see a ball in.
3-point game at North Hobart. It's still it feels like they're feeling each other out, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just a strange game. You can't pick who's got the ascendancy. Lovelace is tackled by Allenby, and we'll see a ball up. Bailey wins it down, only as far as Marshall.
Great smother.
Good smother, as you said. Williams with the glove. We'll see another ball up. Saw a lot of this in the 2 snapper where it was just, at risk of saying it, boring footy.
Thankfully, we haven't seen as many.
Borsboom. Lovelace caught one high. We'll get the free kick. Handball comes out. Marshall with a turn of foot, throws it on the boot, and it's out on the full. Probably didn't realise he could run so fast.
Ran his full measure.
Yeah. I tell you, can I say something? What I don't like is when a club leaves after playing in the reserves. I'd rather just stick around and watch the seniors. Stick around, watch the ones. I'm talking about university here.
They left, have they?
They're gone. Lean. Long kick. Handball came out for the Roosters.
They might have a function.
Yeah, they probably do.
Pre-planned function. And of course they can watch the game.
Yeah.
live?
I guess they've paid
On the
their money.
telly?
They've paid their money. They can do what they want. Atmosphere. Loveless got a kick away just. Handball came over the top to Borsboom. Borsboom's kick is smothered by Loveless. Just no area to operate here, Snap.
No. I think also, you know, if I was standing in the crowd, I'm not sure I want to see DOSA blokes with the medals around their neck.
True. You haven't got
Go get around the players you've been 22 weeks training with. And
this is why I like hanging out with you, because you speak sense and I'm talking garbage. You're right. Go and do whatever you want. Loveless got it away. Out it came to Chambers. Chambers gave it to Storick. Kick around the corner. Big fly. And now we'll see a ball up here with Allenby.
we're in reserves territory here, aren't we, in terms of game style?
Well, yeah. It wasn't the most pretty game that we've ever seen.
What we can say, though, is that each tackle is fierce and hard.
Have we seen? Hang on a minute. I think we've seen Colby Whitelaw go back and put the long sleeve jumper back on.
It's gotten breezy.
I think we've seen him put the jumper back on. He's changed jumpers. Bailey out of the ruck, goes towards goal. Brilliant!
The blonde bombshell. Has he roved his own ruck?
He's tapped it to himself. Jack jumper like basketball move, and banged it on the boot, and they lead.
He said, stuff you midfielders, I'll do this myself.
Have a look at this. Out of the ruck, down, goal.
Well,
didn't make Genders do much work in the goal square. She just stood still, bang, goal.
The true ruck rover.
DOSA 6-3-39, trail OHA 7-6-48. 6.5 minutes gone in the third term. You just feel like OHA need to get a few more goals, and it might stick a knife through the Roosters. Ling, courage, great work, Lapham. Throws it on the boot towards Cassie. Warned by Bailey. Through came Castle. Bailey got a handball away. Kicked out by Rainbird to space.
Probably a bit easy there on the half-forward line. We need to make it a little bit more of a contest there, particularly as you're a goal down.
Back, centre wing. Bailey and Souter. Bailey won it down. Ling got it up. Marshall, his kick, rushed forward. Barwick wheeling around, kicks it to a really dangerous spot. Cassidy, good. Bounced off his chest, and Bailey was able to clear the area. Whitelaw, long sleeve back on, tapped it out the back to Lapham. Lapham's wrapped up by Castle. Ball up.
They had numbers there. They should have won that DOSA. Should have got the clearance. Should have got it away.
Umpire Liam Donaghy calls for the ball, throws it up. Bailey won it down. Ling, rushed kick. Crick will get there first. He's got a little bit of time here. Panicked a little and handballed over the top to Doran. Doran's kick up towards Souter. Takes the mark at centre wing. He's got Cassidy, who's got a bit of space in front of him. He could pop it up. Oh, that's an interesting kick. Borsboom, Cassidy, through hands and feet. Throws it on the boot, does Zach Doran. Going back towards Barwick. Back with a flight was your man Holdsworth. Handball came out from Paul. Borsboom just clearing the area in a panic. Tapped over the top by the little cookie cutter forward in Murrell. Murrell got it up to Grant. Grant got his handball away and he's caught hold of the footy. Great tackle.
Had to be.
Kick ends up being rushed and Borsboom all by himself. There's a man down behind play. Caught off the footy. Borsboom's been sensational for mine.
Yeah. And look, that was that kick had to be better going to the 450.
Oh, Crew with the rig wrestle. Oh, that's big. Langford looks up. Got a man to kick to in the pocket in Ford.
How's the overlap? Seemed like the Ships had 20 players on the field.
It seems a little bit like the reverse of what we saw in the reserves. DOSA seemed to have the numbers around the footy snapper, and University had nothing. Now at the moment, OHA seem to have numbers around the ball, winning it cleanly, and DOSA don't have much. So forward, looks up. He's kicked 1 goal, 2 with 2 behinds in the second quarter rather. Oh yeah, he's happy. OHA extend their lead. Out to 15 points. DOSA 6-3. 39 trailed OHA 8-6-54.
If it DOSA, something needs to shift here. It really does. They need to get some big bodies around the footy. They need to get that clearance. They need to put a score on. This game will rapidly get away from them unless they change or shift gears.
Doesn't Ford love it? Look at him celebrating with Brodie Langford. And you can see Ben Allenby, the coach, in there just trying to calm things down a little bit, knowing there's a lot of football to play. Bailey's been immense.
Yes.
Silva has been good at halfback, takes the mark. He's got Roberts out wide. He's got Glancy short. He decides against that and goes long. Borsboom going back with the flight courageously. Souter sees it across the line for a boundary throw-in.
Souter needs to take a couple of marks, I think.
Well, he's been
there and about.
He's been dominated by Bailey, though, in the last couple of terms.
So he needs to push forward and be a marking option, because if he's not going to win the tap or win the clearance, he has to be dangerous at the other end.
Ball up. Umpire's called out a free kick going to Ryan Bailey. Told me last year he was retiring. Something got him down to the club at OHA. Langford over the top of a mate. Now rush kick forward by Stoic and punched across the line.
Bailey's been fantastic today. He'd have to be in the top 3 on the ground so far.
Look, he was one of the premier ruckmen in the SFL last year, Snapper. He played with the Brighton Robins and certainly took the young ruckman, Jacob Young, under his wing last year, retired. And I think given that his brother Jason went from Sorrel to OHA this year, he just thought an opportunity to play with his brother at the Ships was too good to pass up. So he came in halfway through the year.
Oh, interesting. I think also that the decision makers when it comes to votes and things like that often overlook the ruckman.
Oh yeah.
So let's hope that that's not missed today.
McCulloch needs to get himself into the game. Diving on the footy was Allenby. Ball up. Haven't noticed the umpires too much, which is great.
No one's on Jade Young here.
Free kick going the way of the Roosters. It'll go to Marshall. The left foot kick is long. Balls. Boom. Has been the other ship that's really stood up.
Yep. Brought his own footy, I think.
Story gets it forward, and guess who? Ryan Bailey.
It's a double act. The Bash brothers.
Bailey and Borsboom. The Bash brothers. Let's not understate how good a job Ryan Bailey's brother, Jason, has done on Mick Cassidy up forward. Mick Cassidy hasn't had a lot of opportunities. He's kicked a couple of goals, and Bailey gets called to play on now. Wheels around, kicking into a breeze. Forward. No, through the fingertips. Williams got it away. Roberts can't quite. Now a quick rush kick. Goes forward again for the Ships. Here's Ford. Through fingers.
It's almost as though DOSA's relying on a little bit of chaos footy.
Well, they can't get their hands on it.
No, they can't.
They're only 15 points behind.
It feels like more.
But they're holding on at the moment. That margin's not extending. Gets out to 21 with the next goal. If the OHA kick it, then it goes to 27. But if they can get one back here, look at this. Borsboom again all by himself. His kick out wide. Young inside forward 50. Whitelaw couldn't quite. Now a chance for Langford bending one around. And there we go. Storick, who's kicked 2. He might have 3. An undersized ruckman. He's played in the ruck a bit today, which is ludicrous, because he's about 5'11". To put them up by 21, he bends around, he likes it, he's got 3, the kid. Margin out to 21, and danger signs for the Roosters.
I tell you what, Tubes, you've caught him in Barnes, but he is absolutely dominating that halfback line.
And there you can see the beautiful kick. Bending one round. Lynette Genders worked for it too.
And not to take away from the goal, but Barsby on the half-back line, every time he's intercepted the mark, he's also dished it off and created scoring opportunities.
Well, he's used it.
Absolutely.
He's used it.
And you know, we've both played forward. We love the forwards, but you can't deny that.
Nothing better than a half-back that can deliver. There he is, Storick straight into the ruck. Why not? Ling rushes it forward. Bouncing ball inside forward 50. Crew did well. Forward. Hands and knees stuff from Doran. Bottom of the pack.
Look, that's an inside 50. That's far too easy. I think it's time to panic if you DOSA.
Oh, there we go. Langford gives it off. Now a chance for Martinovic, who goes to goal.
Something's happened. Something's shifted, I think. DOSA's going to have to lift their heads high and respond. But this is fantastic footy from the Ships.
Well, there's belief from the Ships, and the opposite for the Roosters. They believe. Look at that, Martinovic, and there's a man out the back who's all by himself in forward. No matchup. Yep. There's too many Roosters that are standing flat-footed there when it's deep inside their defensive 50.
So even if that didn't go their way, forward would have definitely kicked it. So that's 2 players that have been unaccounted for in a forward 50 scenario.
10-6-66. OHA lead DOSA 6-3-39. Again, another forward one from Storick. Out it comes Martinovic. He's a left footer. Sends one towards Langford. Can't quite. Langford didn't give up.
Oh.
Got the handball over the top. Oh,
great tackle.
Whitelaw.
Gee,
Too slow.
Storage has been immense out of the middle too, hasn't he?
Free kick to Hollingsworth. Oh dear.
Oh no.
Oh dear. That'll stay in somehow. McCulloch got it forward. Crew. Rush kick forward. Who's at home? It's all Roosters. Whitelaw did really well. Got a handball over the top. Shepherded on. Langford. Goal! It's raining goals for the Ships. That's 5 in a turn. And the margin now 33 points. It's danger, danger, danger for the Roosters.
I tell you what, you watch this replay, Martinovic has held his ground and tapped that beautifully. I know he won't get it on the score sheet, but that is absolutely his goal there. Well done, Jacob. Fantastic work, number 25 for OHA.
Let's take another look at it, hopefully, as Langford gets a goal finally.
Incredible.
He's two behinds in the last term. Look at this. Whitelaw just got a handball.
Look at the body here, and then the tap. Brilliant.
Langford.
It's not a handball, it's not a kick, but I tell you what, it is absolutely his goal.
Back in the middle. How do they respond, Snapper? It's not over for DOSA.
Well, 72-39 in the premiership quarter. This is where the doubts start creeping in. You know, we've all played in these big games. We've all played in these big grand finals, and you know, the psychological aspect's a massive part of it. You start thinking, okay, well, you know, 20 points, far out, we need 3 goals. Where's that coming from? And you start to second guess and question yourself.
11 goals. Now they go forward through Marshall. They need a mark here. Oh, huge! Couldn't quite. They need one here. Your man Holdsworth goal. No. Only managed the 2 behinds in the term. Is there a man down behind play. He seems to be okay. I think it's Westall who got one earlier.
No, I think he's coming down from space because he took the hanger.
Rainbird takes a bounce. Sends it to centre wing out on the fingertips of Martinovic. And we'll see a ball in. They need something. They trail by 32 points, DOSA. They just a couple of goals, bit of belief.
Of course. It's not rocket science. You've got to score.
Souter. Gee, I'll tell you what, he's tried hard all day as Marshall. Lapham. Pops it on the boot. Souter couldn't quite get there. Marshall kept going. Ballers boom. Ball up. Oh, they were out there. Lovelace was keen. I guess it comes down to Snapper. Does a week off hurt you in your preparation? Ling.
Look at this level, at our level, it might.
Hayden gave the handball off. Allenby wheels around, sends it down towards Ford. Ball up. Yeah, I guess that's the question, Snap.
Well, the body can easily forget, you know, the tackles and the pressure and the you know, the back and throw of an actual contest. It's not so much fitness. It's just your sort of 14 days rest can sometimes, you know, mean you don't hit the contest as hard.
Here's Silva.
He wants to play on, but there's no one there.
It's a dangerous kick to the corridor. And they can't gather. Nice tackle laid on Clark. So ball up.
I think the idea was there. Let's get it moving. Let's play on. Come on, we've got to generate some attack here. But the rest of the team down the line didn't know that, didn't get the memo.
Umpire again circles for a ball up. Leaves the footy behind. Souter's down behind play. McCulloch can't get a touch. He's going to get a free kick though. And rightfully so. He didn't have the footy. He had a man hanging on to him. He just needs something. Cassidy working. And he needs to go back behind the mark here. Snap.
Well, you don't need to be Nostradamus to say this game is going to go one of two ways. DOSA's going to get back into it, or OHA is going to blow them away.
You're absolutely right. Snap. Souter sends one down. Chance here. Chambers can't.
It's unlikely to stay at hover around this 20-point mark, isn't it?
So OHA haven't won a premiership since 2021. For DOSA, it's 2019, their last premiership.
Oh.
Chance here. Barwick trying to get through. Got his handball away. Big Jono pulling, can't quite get a hold of it. Out it comes now. Hayden, good. Wide. Crick with a fist that's as good as a kick.
Fist of
now
fury.
Chance for Holdsworth. He pops it up to Barwick, who gets called to play on.
Why?
Ball booms there. Well, the kick went 4 metres.
Okay, fair enough. Holdsworth did well not to blaze away then. Look for a teammate. Fist of fury back into the forward 50 though.
McCulloch bends one back. Bouncing ball behind. So 3 behinds this term for DOSA. Now trail by 29 points. 31 rather. How's my maths? No good. Free kick going to DOSA.
Here we go.
Doran sends it to a dangerous spot. Cassidy. 1 grab, 2 grab, 3.
Yes.
There's some celebrations behind play from DOSA because they just need this man to go back and nail it.
Well, 43 goals in the regular season, wasn't it? So fantastic effort. It's been a great year.
He's not going to make the journey. Oh, it stays
It's
in
all off.
somehow. Here we go. Barwick bending. Brilliant. No. Another behind.
Well, the risk of sounding like Matthew Richardson. Geez, they needed that.
Rainbird to bring it in. 3 minutes. A couple of goals here for OHA just might put a dagger in the hearts of a DOSA supporter, whereas a couple of goals for the DOSA Roosters, just a little bit of belief.
Tell you what, the value of Rainbird's kickouts can't be underestimated. He's doing 60, 70 metre drop punts each time.
I don't think, by the looks of things, these two have ever played in a senior grand final against each other, Snapper.
That can't be right.
Out it comes now. Dylan Grant will get back on the research for this one.
Someone would have told us.
Push in the back, free kick, OHA.
Your stats man upstairs would have said something.
And the mark is taken by Williams.
So I'm fascinated. What happens now? You have the ball.
Possess it. Just take short kicks. Stop kicking to contests. That's my tip.
Yeah, long down the line to a team that's intercepted off half-back every time doesn't seem like the right option.
Look, they've got a
Here we
man.
go.
They're on here. Quick rush kick by Grant. Works okay. And I think it's Martinovic who might get the reward. Looking recklessly into the sun. And this will put it up to 6 straight goals. With 1:50 on the clock. He's going to do an old Stevie J around the corner snap.
Makes sense to me.
Tugged it. The first blemish on the scoreboard for OHA this term. They've kicked 5 straight before that kick.
Drop punts are overrated, aren't they?
All I'm saying is, this is what they need to do. That's a great kick.
Yep.
Low ball, find a man, find a short option, just possess the footy. This is better.
Yep.
Out wide,
Great
Cox. Cox has got Roberts on long. He's just put a little bit too much air in the footy, but it works okay.
Oh, that's
And
50. Every day of the week. What was he thinking?
Jade Young went the man, not the ball. And now, Roberts. Let's take a look. Shepherd off the ball was probably unnecessary from Souter, but that was certainly unnecessary from Young. And Roberts has got a goal.
Look, in Jade Young's defence, I think he's sort of might have just tripped a little bit, sort of stumbled a little bit. No. Look, well, okay. Well, if not, inexcusable, unforgivable.
Agreed.
You are 30 points up in the grand final. It's the third quarter. You can't give away a 50-metre penalty. That's, yeah, look, if that's the start of something.
25 points the margin.
Jade Young will have a horrible night, I'd imagine.
Gets the goal. DOSA 7-6-48. Trail OHA 11-7-73. We've got 1:15. I tell you what, at risk of sounding like your man, a goal here for DOSA just makes it interesting. Bailey got his handball out to Ling. Can't quite. Souter gets it forward. Now a goal here. Balls, boom, hello. Someone get on him, please.
Yeah, look, Borsburn for mine has been the most valuable player so far.
Whitelaw has time to assess. Got the handball to Castle. Castle's going to get it back here as they send it down forward. Oh, Langford unattended. Well, this was heartbreak for a DOSA supporter.
Langford doesn't get a sniff unless Borsburn is continuously getting those intercepts off the half-back line.
Best player on the ground. Him and Bailey for the John Kenny medal.
Yeah, look, it's
best on
tough.
ground.
It's tough. I can understand why you'd give it to Bailey too, because you've got to finish, don't you? You've absolutely got to finish.
In comes Langford. Oh, I'll tell you what, that's a great kick.
Great.
He loves it. A leader of the club. He's got his second goal in the term. And the margin back out to 31. For all that work that DOSA did to get back into the game. There's trouble now for DOSA. It's not game over.
I think Jade Young would be thanking Brodie Langford for kicking that one after he gave away that horrendous 50 metres.
DOSA and OHA have never met in a grand final in the Old Scholars Football Association.
I'll just check Chat GPT for that.
So go ahead.
Large language models got to say about it.
McCulloch. Oh, trying to just bulldoze through everyone. Can't get there. Great tackle, Chambers. Man out by himself. And there it is. It's Clark. DOSA, 7-6-48. Trail OHA, 12-7-79. It's a 31-point margin in favour of the Ships. Goal kickers for the Roosters. Holdsworth, Curtin, Cassidy with 2 apiece. And 1 to Jake Roberts. Langford has 2 for the Ships, 3 each to Storick and Murrell, and Matt Ford has 2. Martinovich and Bailey have 1. Let's take a look at the highlights of the third term. Ryan Bailey roved his own ruck work, which was sensational, and they love him at the Ships. Ford from the pocket with a beautiful kick. And didn't he love it too? Big Matty Ford, then Storick did his work from the pocket. Martinovich with a little bender. They kicked 6 straight goals. 6-1 really, if you include the single point. This was good. Loaded out the touch from Martinovich to give Bunga Langford his first. And he started to go up and about, and the 50-metre penalty was the only highlight for the DOSA Roosters there, as Jake Roberts kicked his first. And Langford from just inside 50 with a beautiful kick, rounded out the quarter, broke hearts of DOSA supporters. And the margin is 31 points here at the Old Scholars Football Association Grand Final, thanks to Murdoch Clark Mortgage Fund. My name's Tubes Taylor. Snapper Allen is with me. We're going to take a break here. Don't go anywhere. The final term of the Old Scholars Football Grand Final is coming up next. Final term of the Old Scholars Football Association Grand Final. OHA 12-7-79 lead DOSA 7-6-48. Can they do it, Snapper? Can DOSA come back?
They can. Will they? Not sure.
Bailey, been immense.
It's really hard to get back to 50-50.
They just have nothing to lose. They just roll the dice, I reckon. Castle can't quite. Quick rush kick isn't there for Holdsworth. Coming through was Doran. We'll see a ball up.
It's so hard to embrace that mentality though. Like, who cares if we lose by 100? Let's have a dip. That doesn't always come out in the wash.
Ling out to Clark. Works out okay. Cox gave a handball straight to Clark.
He's been good today, Cox.
Yeah, he's just sort of drifted out of it a little. Centre wing, ball up. The Ships have just wanted it more. They kicked 4 goals, 5 in the second term, then 6 goals, 1 in the third term. DOSA just needs something. They need early goals for a bit of belief. Hayden been very good. Punch from behind. Hayden again. Little fist forward. It should be wrapped up here by Lapham. His bend towards Holdsworth is good. Out on the full though. Borsboom been excellent. Short kick. Finds the captain Chambers.
Every kick has found its mark.
I know it sounds silly, Snapper, but you just feel like OHA believe.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they've really done themselves proud today in terms of just execution. No one's been too nervous. No one's made any big mistakes.
Ball just forward of centre for the Ships on the wing. Glancy tackled by Clark. Umpire circles for a ball up. Hello to Jack Crossan, who's watching on the live stream. Got in touch. Here comes Bailey. G's got a mile. He just got kicked as he was kicked as he pushed as he was kicking, but this one's Lings. Oh, game over. Matt Lings kicked the goal, and I'm calling it Snapper. They now lead by 37. They need 7 unanswered goals to get back into it, DOSA, and they haven't looked like it since half-time.
No, I don't see it happening. I think it's now time to celebrate a fantastic season, and let's see if everyone can get a little lick of the ice cream. Vice captain's had a crack. Who's next?
Who's next? Ling got one. He'll have a scar to remember this grand final. I don't think he'll go to hospital to get it sewn up until probably
Bailey.
Wednesday, Thursday. Bailey down to Whitelaw.
How good was that to keep your feet, maintain the drop zone, gather it, kick it inside 50, shot on goal?
So I said to him last year, I said, mate, you can't retire. You got 3 good years of footy left in you. thankfully he listened eventually and made his way down to the ships. Colby Waltlaw in a pair of blue boots, going against all fashion colour accessories, sends it long, not going to make the journey. Crew pushed his man off the ball and it rolls through from behind.
Blue and green should never be seen, that's what they say.
Without a colour in between, so Whitelaw gets it behind. Long kick. It's all or nothing now for DOSA. Cox can't get up. Ball up. Out the ball comes Ling. He's tried hard today. There's Austin Hollingsworth. But unfortunately, the ships have just been sensational across the board. Handball came over from Paul. Tom Curran, Murrell rather, we haven't called him too much since his heroics in the second term where he kicked 2 goals. Williams bends one around to Roberts. He's got Barwick in the middle. Instead, he just sends a high up and under. Barwick's in the right spot. Got a hand in his face, did Damien Paul. Roberts will go back and get this one. Oh. Shrugs through a couple, can't get past Allenby. Great tackle by the coach. And 50.
What for?
Held onto him after the free kick was held.
Okay.
Allenby's got the free kick. It was a great tackle. And now the 50-metre penalty takes him within scoring range. He'd love to get his name in the paper. The coach, he hasn't kicked a goal yet today. In he comes. He loves it. From 35. Ugh, yuck. Just out of bounds on the foot. Through from behind, only just.
Some special comments in the crowd too.
Yeah,
Not sure if it's picked up on the broadcast or not.
The morons in the wet area. They just have to go now. Roll the dice, lose by 100, who cares? As Whitelaw gets it out towards Murrell. Rushes one forward. Big Damon Crew.
Vice captain.
Got a little tickle of the mullet there on the neck. What a good shot we've got of that.
And teased with a pair of thinning scissors.
Yeah, probably.
Will he tease us here? I think he'll send it through, won't he?
Going on the back leg there. He's got some interesting artwork on the lower half of the hamstring. In he comes, Damon Crew just tugs it.
Yeah, look, he was stirring the soup bowl a little bit too much there. Don't like that with the run in.
It's now a 40-point margin. They need 7 unanswered goals.
Oh, look, this is all about OHA and celebration, isn't it?
I think so.
Every tackle, every mark, every goal is a moment to rejoice.
They haven't given up, though, the Roosters. And it's out of the hands of the players and back in the umpire's hands. Here's Loveless. Oh, that's a great contest. Rainbird sends the ball up towards Crew and Co. Crick got in the front position. Now a chance for Langford. You know he'll keep his feet. His handball goes over the top to Allenby. Allenby goes past one, can't get past Crick. Now Loveless, trouble as the help arrive. Roberts, they've got numbers here, the Roosters. Pulling, out, they're out. That was Damon Curtin, who goes down towards Barwick. Lands in the hands of Braden Wise. Paul is there, and it'll be a ball up.
Yeah, DOSA needed to win that contest on the half-forward line, didn't they?
They just had so many numbers, Snapper. They couldn't run the ball
momentum, advantage just didn't happen for them.
And just look at the devout of confidence, the Roosters. They've been outplayed 13 shots to 23. It's been a domination by the Ships. Slipped as he kicked it.
Well, I think if you're 40 points down in the fourth quarter of a grand final, it'd be pretty hard to keep presenting up, keep trying to stimulate some sort of change in the narrative.
Kicked off the ground, Whitelaw got tackled hard. Yeah, that came. Borsboom, haven't called his name much this term, but my goodness, didn't we call it a lot in the previous 2 quarters, as this one just rolls across the line and stays in now across the line.
Well, he's done a 50-metre kick that's forced a stoppage once again. Beautiful. I mean, if that's in the second quarter, when they're only 20 points up, it's brilliant strategically. Has to be in the conversation, doesn't he, Tubes?
Yeah, for the John Kenny medal, he certainly does. Him and Bailey through the middle, pulling, real little sandwich. Out it comes Ling, bends one around. This man's been very good too, Storick.
What a kick.
Martinovic, Langford, boundary line. So ball in. It's a 31-point margin at 3/4 time snap.
Dylan Grant's come on here and no one seems to want to pick him up.
No, he's in a really good spot too. He corridor at centre forward. Silva being good. Borsboom though. I feel like those two have just kicked it to each other. Well, actually, Borsboom. Silva's kicked it to Borsboom a lot. Play on, long kick. And it's marked by Crick.
Oh.
Pulling. Curtin will run onto this one. Hayden, he ducks past him. They've got numbers in the middle. Little torpedo pass going out towards Roberts. Bailey shrugs past him. Long kick deep inside forward 50. Who's at home? Cassidy flew high, couldn't take the mark. Glancy gathered, tackled hard. Rainbird, sealed kick. Long to Ford. Ford to Ling. Back to Rainbird. Borsboom rather.
Just shoot around now, can't they? No need to rush it.
To Grant.
Don't want anyone getting hurt before the celebrations tonight.
And chopped off here. Gee. He's tried hard all day, Tom Marshall. Been one of their best. McCulloch can't. Borsboom again, received from Rainbird. Hayden. Long towards Murrell. Murrell got pushed off it by Silva. Silva could have given a handball, instead decides to kick to his old mate Borsboom. He's done that a lot.
Mate, if I was picking this team this morning, I'm picking him first. It's been incredible.
Chambers. Long kick. Cox can't. Out it comes. And Murrell across the face of goal, bounces inside forward 50.
Look, that's okay.
Ball in.
Let the boys play. Let them celebrate. Let them have a chance.
Why not?
It's not out in the full.
This is the first time that DOSA and OHA have faced off in the big dance in the Old Scholars Football Association. And it will be OHA taking home the chocolates, their first premiership since back-to-back premierships in 2020, 2021. A return to the medal for some of those beloved ships. And a couple of players at their new club. Ryan Bailey, Jason Bailey, their first year at the club as that one bends around the corner for a behind. Finn Lapham will take the kick from fullback. They've got a number behind the ball. They don't care anymore. OHA. Roberts going down towards Barwick, who's been really well beaten by Damien Paul today. There he is, right. He's worn him like a shadow today, Damien Paul. McCulloch gets it out. And it'll be a ball up.
Yeah, 40-odd points up with 8 minutes to go in the grand final, and they're still playing plus one in defence.
Cassidy to the ruck. Up against Jason Bailey. Cassidy wins it down through the fingertips of a few players. Roberts can't get it away. Boundary throw in. I thought it'd be closer than this snap.
Or DOSA's playing plus one in offence because they're just trying to roll the dice. But
boundary throw in.
Has to be the last 10 of that second quarter.
Yeah, they've been outstanding. Ling came into the game. Hayden got it away. Cox will get a free kick. Plays on, sends it long.
Great grab.
McCulloch, good.
Great use of the body. Controlled the drop zone. Strong hips.
Bit of a consolation here, though. I think snap, as we see in the replay box, it was really great body work. Got right under Sean Clark there. Must kick. Snuck it in. Consolation prize for the former coach, Nathan McCulloch.
We just haven't seen much of that, have we?
No.
For a good 30 or 40 minutes.
35 points the margin. There's a couple of peanuts behind the goal celebrating there, but
It's all right.
that's all right. They've just been outplayed. I think Ryan Bailey in the middle has given... He brought players into the game. Dylan Grant, Gabriel Chambers, Matty Ling. He brought them in.
And DOSA didn't adjust quick enough when OHA kicked those 3 or 4 goals. They just kept trying to go with what had worked in the first quarter. And they needed to lock down. They really needed to sort of tighten up.
That should have been a mark to Jack McCulloch. Umpire missed it.
But sometimes it's about backing your system, isn't it? Because we could be talking very much about how DOSA, backed themselves and willed themselves back in the contest and got over the line. So it's so difficult to win a grand final.
Oh, they're hard to get to. They're even harder to win. It's been a long time coming. I'm not sure when the last grand final, if at all, that Ryan Bailey would have won. He spent a lot of time at the Brighton Robins.
Well, I'm not sure if you mentioned it, but isn't this the first time that DOSA and OHA have played each other in a grand final?
Yes, it is.
Wow.
First time ever. Well, I had to get the fact checks. And
there you go.
Matthew Honey, the DOSA legend, has come through and said, yes, Tubes, you're correct. So, 5 minutes to go.
I suppose historically DOSA's been up and OHA's been down, and then the other way around, perhaps.
Yeah, I think so. Out it comes now. This bloke's been good. Hayden off to Castle. Castle long. Crick has Langford. Langford's clever. And it's out of bounds. I'll tell you what, the ship will be rocking tonight at Gilston Bay. There'll be massive celebrations.
They'll be back at the club room, will they, or somewhere else?
I imagine they'll sneak down to the shipyard. And who knows what will happen down there. He's tried hard all day. Marshall. There he is again.
Yeah, haven't seen that run and carry all day.
Oh, through the fingertips there of Bailey. It's Cassidy left it for the other Bailey. Long kick down towards this man in Crew. It's been good in the second half. The amount of ball that's been down there, if you're not getting near it, you probably get dropped next week if there was a game. There we go. Nice mark taken by Tom Murrell. When the game was hot, he was on.
Oh, absolutely.
In the second term.
Yeah. We talked about it, didn't we? Asked the 3D printer for a small forward that can get you into the game. And
it spat out Tom Murrell. In he comes. Oh, no way.
Don't tell me.
Oh, 4 in a grand final for Tom Murrell. Game on.
Nothing to sneeze at here. Oh, they've made him fall over in the celebrations.
Look at him.
They're probably giving him a corky.
Look at those ferals. This is a great kick.
It's a brilliant kick. Not the toughest pocket to kick a goal from on this ground.
Here we go. Look at old Gabriel Chambers just stripping down. He's got a ripped jersey.
They tackle him to the ground.
Yeah, they say, here you go. Eat dirt, Tommy Murrell. They get around him though.
Is there time for another one or two of those, you think?
Well, it's junk time now, Snapper.
It is, isn't it? This is about the celebration. So if DOSA can, you know, just hold up, or can OHA really lay it on here?
I think it's about getting your name in the paper now. Ryan Bailey got his handball out. Gabriel.
Here we go.
It was Ben Allaby, sling tackle.
Advantage.
Advantage paid.
The umpire's not even watching the game. What's going on?
Well, they were playing on, and Colby Whitelaw loved it.
Yeah, look.
It should have been advantage every day of the week.
Yeah.
But he's too busy talking.
I think the umpire was talking to the players whilst the game was going on.
Yeah.
And no other umpire on the ground.
Wasn't that umpire?
No.
It's not up to him to call advantage. I think it might have been. That's Liam Donaghy there.
And every other umpire on the ground thought it was play on.
Yeah, I think it was Craig Smith. Liam Donaghy had nothing to do with it. Lindsay Roberts had nothing to do with it. They've got to find a footy. They're just holding us here now. More junk time.
It's a sort of frustration that can build, though, and you'd hope doesn't erupt into some sort of aggression.
Bailey out wide to Rainbird. Have a shot, Sam.
Rainbird's been great today.
Well, he's
lot of metres gained.
Oh, yuck. That's as bad as it gets for
Yes,
Sam
well,
Rainbird.
you know.
Damon Curtin comes and gives him a cuddle and says that was rank. Sam goes, yeah, I know. Premiership medal, though. Cox.
There's at least 400 metres gained from Rainbird. It's a huge effort.
Oh, yeah, massive. Massive. Oh, here we go. That's a great tackle by Castle. McCulloch got it forward. Let's not understate the presence of Damien Paul, the fella who's on screen right now. He played on Braden Barwick. Gave
run
it.
on.
Got a kick away just.
Great gather.
Storik's been good. Borsboom's been brilliant, except for there, where he just fumbled slightly.
Historic kick, a historic goal from the 50.
He's had 3, Snapper.
I know, but the big one, I think, was the second quarter.
Couple in the second term, Snap.
Huge.
That's where it was set up, though, wasn't it? Pressure footy in the second term, and since then, DOSA haven't been able to keep up. Boundary throw in, not long to go now. Bailey, instrumental in the win. His follow-up work has been huge. Langford. Oh, look at, they don't care anymore. They just want to get more and more goals. Chambers tackled hard. Be a free kick going to Doran. What are you doing, Cricky? Crick to Silva. I think Silva was one of their best. Snap. Clark. Got it up to Borsboom. Fist in there. McCulloch went the ball. Borsboom went the player. Diving on the footy was Curtin. There's a push and shove in the middle.
I'll be fascinated. I'll be fascinated who gets the medal.
Look, I think I can't go past Borsboom or Ryan Bailey. I think Ryan Bailey, he's working the middle, brought players into the game. He was unbelievable in the second term when it was hot in the kitchen. He's been sensational.
It's tough to separate them, isn't it?
Jade Young throws the ball back to the umpire. Bailey. McCulloch. Glancy. And rightfully Borsboom will have the last touch of the grand final. It's a ship sensation. They run out victors 14-11-95 to DOSA 8-6-54.
They've shipped it in.
A domination by the Ships. Their first premiership since 2021. Absolute domination since quarter time in this game. And they love it.
Great to see Brodie Langford there, hugging his children. The emotion, the connection, it's fantastic.
41-point victors in the end over DOSA. The Ships will be celebrating tonight. Goal kickers for the Roosters, it was 2 to Holdsworth, Curtin and Cassidy. Singles to McCulloch of the Nathan variety and Jake Roberts. And for the Ships, 4 to Tommy Murrell, the cookie cutter forward. Sebastian Storick with 3, Brodie Langford with 2, Matt Ford with 2, and then singles to Ryan Bailey, Matt Ling, Jacob Martonovich. An amazing game of footy, Snapper.
Fantastic. Look, I can't separate Bailey and our mate. Well, the Bees, the Big Bash brothers, can't separate them at all, can we? Been fantastic. I think that second quarter, particularly the last 10 minutes, is the one that separated the two teams. And they just couldn't get back into it.
Borsboom, sensational. I think he's one of the best on ground. We'll head down to the ground now to try and get some interviews with players. As it's a Ship sensation, as I said. They run out victors by 41 points. Ryan Borsboom was amazing. Ryan Bailey brought players into the game when it mattered in the second term. Let's go and see what we can find. Damien Paul was great on Braden Barwick, kept him to just 1 goal. But what a game of footy. All right, we've got Damien Paul. How did that feel out there?
Oh, absolutely amazing, Tubes. It was a tough slog like we knew it would be, but yeah, really good to get on the other side, the right side of it.
You wore Braden Barwick like a glove. You didn't give me much on Thursday when I interviewed you, telling me about matchups, but that was a clear one that you had from the outset. He's a great player. You kept him to 1 goal.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah, really happy. I think all the defensive 6 did a great job. We had matchups all across the board. Shawnee Clark on Curtin, Country on Big Cats did a great job as well. I think as a defensive group all across the ground, we did a great job.
Ryan Bailey in the middle, sensational. His ruck work brought players into the game. What does he mean to you?
Oh, it's massive. Yeah, him coming on board throughout the season has really changed it for us. He's set us up, just meant Crewy can go forward, but Ryan Bailey, absolute superstar. He killed it today.
Ryan Borsboom seemed to just have the ball on the string, particularly in that second term when the heat was on. again, another great game from a young player at the Ships.
Yeah, it was super. He's had a great year, to be honest, and really deserved his in his team of the year placement. We tried to get him loose as much as we could because we know he kills it with the ball, and he did a great job, as we knew he would.
The first premiership since 2021 for the Ships. What does it mean to the club?
Oh, it means so much. Like, so many people put in so much work. Turbo, the whole committee, everyone that comes watch. We're a real close club, and yeah, it just means so much.
What happens tonight?
We'll have some fun. We'll drink some beers.
All right. Damien Paul, thank you so much for your time, and congratulations on the great game.
Thanks, Chips. Cheers.
There we go, Damien Paul from the Ships. We'll try and check out a few other players as we head back over. I've dragged him away from his beloved club as he waddles over. Might look a little sore. Let's try and get a hold of big Ryan Bailey. Let's see. We'll get in here a little bit. In through the crowd here. Let's get Bunga Langford. Come here, Brody Langford. Brody Langford, you were robbed of a goal early. You reckon you were throwing your arms around like it was a goal, mate. But what does that mean? 41-point victors over the DOSA Roosters. What does that mean to you and your club?
Mate, it's a big day for our footy club. Like you spoke about, those blokes went in favourites. They've had an awesome, last 6-7 weeks. Hats off to Daniel Wheeling, Lovelace and the boys for a top year. But mate, that's our footy club. We love when our backs to the wall. Third quarter, we're up by a couple of points, and all of a sudden there's a gap in the game that you can't catch, and that's a serious quarter of footy, that third.
When the game was on the line in the second term, your small forwards, Tommy Murrell was sensational, stoic, excellent up forward.
Yeah.
How did you get them fired up after quarter time?
I think they just needed a bit of space, mate. They've been locked in Gilston Bay for a little while now. Big ground, a bit of space, and they've enjoyed that.
Ryan Borsboom was sensational. What does he mean to you?
Mate, Bors is one of those unassuming characters. As you've seen today, he took 15 intercept marks and had 30 touches playing half back. I know Dosa put a lot of time into him, and he still had a day. He's the best man on the ground by a long way from my thoughts, but that's a good day. It's a good day, Chips.
Who have we got here?
This is my son, Teddy, on top, and this is Daphne down the front. They love this footy club as much as me, mate. It's a lot.
What does the footy club mean to you?
I've been here a long time now, Chips. This is my fourth flag, and they're all as good as the next. This place means a lot to me, mate. Like, it means a real lot to me. I love the place.
Couple of goals as well
Yep.
to perform in the grand final, Brody Langford, and you've relinquished the coaching duties after a number of years doing that. Congratulations, fourth premiership. That's a lot of danglies.
It's a lot of danglies, mate. Thank you.
Who was best on?
Ryan Borsboom.
Well, there we go. Ryan Borsboom, well done. Brody Langford, former coach of the Ships. Let's see what else we can get in here. I might try and get Ryan Bailey. Hello. Come here, big fella. I've got Ryan Bailey right here. Here we go. Ryan Bailey, you told me last year you were retiring. Why did you come back and play at the IHA Ships?
Jace got me back, my brother, but good to be here and good to win a flag.
You really turned it on that second term, Ryan. You brought players into the game. What was the message at quarter time?
Just keep doing what we've been doing all year, use our legs and run with the ball, get the ball on the outside and try and get it forward and let the forwards do the work.
What does the IHA Ships mean to you? It's your first time playing at the Ships?
Your first time ship, first time premiership, so can't wait.
That's your first premiership?
First senior one, yeah.
That is sensational, mate. Congratulations on a great game. You told me you were retiring last year. You're not doing it again next year, are you?
Yeah, I'm done, mate.
No way.
I'm
No
done.
way.
Hang 'em up, mate.
Congratulations, premiership player Ryan Bailey with the IHA Ships. Let's try and get Matty Ling over here. Lingy, an amazing game of footy. I thought you were out of it in the first term, but at quarter time you flicked a switch. Ryan Bailey got you started in the middle and brought you midfielders in.
Yeah.
What was the message at quarter time?
Well, they probably were on top of us, but we didn't panic too much. We know they're a good footy side, so we knew it was probably going to take all day. But like you say, I think Big Bales in the ruck absolutely dominated today. Balls are behind the footy. I thought Dill Grant was super on ball. I think we sort of had contributors all over the field, mate. So, yeah, bloody good win.
Tommy Murrell kicking 4 goals, 2 in that second term when you really started to put the pressure on the Roosters.
Yeah, he's a bloody stud, Ferret. He's been bubbling for a couple of weeks, building, and he was actually quite confident before the game he was going to turn it on. So I think he's pretty happy with that.
You'll have a dangly around the neck.
I will.
You'll also have a scar to remember this grand final. How did that feel?
Yeah, it actually didn't hurt that much, to be honest, but lucky for me, I don't think you'll be seeing the scar in the dark of Botanica, so we might be right.
Well, all the very best. Congratulations, Premiership player with the Ships.
Thanks, mate.
There we go, Matty Ling. We'll head over to the presentations now, as we might try and find someone else. Let's take a look. He's just talking to players. Let's go on over here. Balls. Oh, here we go. I've got Ryan Balsboom. Ryan Balsboom, playing behind the ball, mate. How did it feel out there?
It was tight for the first half, and I thought we got on the top the last 10 minutes, second quarter, and we were able to build on the momentum into the third and, yeah, put them away.
Your first year at the Ships?
Yeah, so moved across from Clarence this year. Enjoyed it. It's been super. Great bunch of blokes. Yeah, can't ask for much more than this.
And the Premiership in your first year, how does that feel?
As I said, just can't ask for much more. It hasn't soaked in yet, but once it will over the weekend, yeah, pretty special.
What happens tonight, Ryan?
I'll wait and see. Not sure yet.
All right, congratulations. You're my pick for first, best on. Let's head along to Peter G for the presentations of the medals. And we will wrap things up, but it is a premiership to the OHA Ships. They defeat DOSA by 41 points.
All right, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great pleasure to conduct the award ceremony for the 2024 Murdoch-Clark Mortgage Fund Grand Final. Obviously, it's been a great season, a fantastic final season. These two teams have competed really well throughout the year with each other, and obviously today that OHA took the chocolate, but I'd like to congratulate DOSA on a fantastic season, a very good final season. Obviously reserves won as well. So can you put your hands together for DOSA, please? Thanks very much, fellas. Now, we're going to present, first of all, we'll present the medallions to the winning players. Then there's a coach's award and the award for best player. So I'd like Ben Allenby, if you could come forward and call the players' names out, and we'll present. You just have to call out the names, mate.
All right, Sammy Harris. Get through him pretty quickly. Colby, brother of Riley. Colby Whitewall. Shawnee Clark. Team of the year next year for Shawnee. Jakub Martinovic. Matthew Ling, look at that. The tape's off. Lid's off. Junior Ford. I should be shaking everyone's hands so great, mate. Should be, shouldn't I? Ryan Balsboom. I think I'm meant to be shaking everyone's hands still. Yeah, I've been this and that. Jace Bailey. Timmy Castle. Oh, yeah, let's go that way first. Wisey, Braden Wise. Monty Hayden, Tin Man. Rainey, Rick Rainbird. Brody Langford. Bass Storic. Second most handsome. Dirty Dame, Paul. Damon Crew. Yeah, dog. Dill Grant. Gabby Chambers. Tommy Murrell. Jade Young. Young man. Thank you, sir. Got last one. Ryan Bailey. That one either.
And we also have a medal for the senior coach, and that I can give this now to Ben, who's done such a good job as the announcer too. Well done, Ben. Now I'm now going to hand over to, yeah, you can. I'm now going to hand over to John Kenny, who's going to present the John Kenny medal to the best player.
Best player on the ground today. It was a tight tussle between this bloke and Mr. Borsboom, but Ryan Bailey.
All right, now the only presentation left is to hand the Premiership Cup to the OHA captain and coach, if they'd like to come. Take the photo first. Get the TV shot in first. Well done to OHA. Thank you, DOSA. Thank you, DOSA. Thank you.
Well, there they are, the premiers for season 2024 in the Murdoch Clark Mortgage Fund Old Scholars Football Association. It's the DOSA ships, the OHA ships, I should say. DOSA are gone. They were defeated by 41 points. And what a game it was. Clinical performance in the end by OHA. I'll tell you what, for DOSA, Zach Holdsworth, Silver, Cox, Curtin, Marshall were their best, but for the ships across the board, they were sensational, Snapper.
Yeah, Bailey, Martinovic, Crew even popped up there, and of course, Borsboom.
Borsboom and Bailey, you could have drawn a line through the both of them for the John Kenny medal. It ended up going to Ryan Bailey. I thought Jason Bailey did a great job on the full forward of Michael Cassidy. I thought Damien Paul was sensational on Braden Barwick. Sebastian Storick, Tommy Murrell, Monty Hayden had plenty of it. But you're right. Ryan Borsboom, Ryan Bailey, their best. But I think they made the right decision with the John Kenny medal, giving it to Ryan Bailey. When the game was on the line, he brought the players into the game.
Yeah, look, you can't deny that he was absolutely one of the most influential players in the game. And of course, they'll all watch it back and they'll see, and they'll celebrate.
They absolutely will. There they go. No singing the song on the ground, which is interesting.
Yeah, well, it doesn't hurt to go back into the inner sanctum and get around the club and the supporters. Make it special, make it count.
Well, there's a big contingent come over from Gilston Bay at the shipyard, and I'm sure they'll rush en masse back to Gilston Bay. They might have forgot.
They might have just forgotten to sing the song. They'll probably do it inside.
There's Trent Standen, former ship that kicked 100 goals in a season.
Great to see the children and the wives and the families in those photo, particularly at the end there. That's what it's all about. That's what we play for. Connection, camaraderie, family, shared purpose, shared success.
Ship of the century, Turbo Carter, will be back at the club, no doubt, celebrating with his Chargers as they leave North Hobart Oval. It was a ship premiership. OHA 14-11-95 defeat DOSA in the last game of the 2024 Old Scholars Football Association. 8-6-54. 41-point margin in the end. First premiership senior premiership for Ryan Bailey and the double dangly around the neck too. Mark Snapper-Allen, sensational from you.
Been a pleasure to see you at the footy, Tubes.
Yes, we will see you at the footy, no doubt. Thanks very much to our director, Andrew Harcourt, Fiona. We've got Rob, Andy on the cameras. My name's Tubes Taylor, along with Mark Snapper-Allen. Thank you so much for your presence here. That's season over in 2024 for the Old Scholars. It's the Ships running out victors by 41 points. Until next time, my name's Tubes Taylor. You can catch me on Triple M Breakfast with Catters and Tubes Monday to Friday on 107.3 on your FM dial or anywhere via the List Wrap. Until next time, we'll catch you at the footy.